I'm over here at the Central City Outdoor Mall, and we're about to check out this new car. No, 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 it's not what you're thinking. It's not a new Tesla, not yet. But it's another electric car, Afeela. And this is made by a household name. Yeah, Sony Corporation Group. The same company that brings you Sony Entertainment, Sony Electronics, Sony Semiconductors, Sony Interactive, Sony Finance Group. Yes. So what you see here is the Afeela 1 by SHM, Sony Honda Mobility. Yes, of course, Sony is very good at electronics and a lot of other things, but they've never made a car before. So they incorporated the help of Honda to bring you this car. And production is scheduled for 2026. So we'll dive into this car, see what it's about. We're here at Afeela, and sir, what is Afeela?
Afeela is a joint venture between Sony and Honda. Forming the company Sony Honda Mobility, the brand is Afeela. Today I'm showcasing our brand new EV called the Afeela 1, which comes in two trims, Signature and Origin. The trim that you'll be viewing today is our Signature trim. Now the goal behind Afeela is to redefine the relationship between humans and mobility, and one way that we intend to do that is by utilizing the three pillars of Afeela, which are augmentation, autonomy, and affinity. Now this vehicle was created to create a feeling. We want you to feel something while you're in your vehicle, not just get in and think you have to get from point A to point B. So if you take the idea of creating a feeling, add in augmentation and autonomy, you get the word Afeela.
Oh, that makes sense.
There it is, yeah, so that's what it means. Yep.
Yes,
now,
I was wondering.
That's true, so that's the meaning. Now there is another A, affinity. That represents our desire to collaborate with a variety of people within society, creators, developers, all types of people, and that's part of our co-creation program, which we'll talk more about, or which I'll show you some more things on once we get inside. I want to show you something right here. You can put your company logo, your Instagram, your favorite sports team, personal messages.
Wow.
You can also put just about whatever you want. While charging, you can see what your current battery percentage is. You can also have your safety features on there as well. The ADAS, Advanced Driving Assistance System, you can put your ADAS features on there. Now, this is a fully connected vehicle, meaning it stays connected to 5G and Wi-Fi networks, offers a highly advanced ADAS system with 40 sensors. That includes 18 cameras, 9 radars, 1 LiDAR, 12 ultrasonics, and you also have self-driving capabilities as well. So we'll talk more about that once we get inside. What you see right there, utilized for safety and autonomous driving.
So, so everyone comes with this LiDAR.
Yep,
So
they all come with the LiDAR.
I'll be honest, that's the only thing that kind of like,
Understandable?
could they have integrated it more into the design, which of course I'm pretty sure. I know some cars have it in the front, but I know there's probably a lot going on.
So this is our pre-production prototype, meaning it could change just a bit, but this is very close to what our production model will look like. And as I mentioned, you do have those 40 sensors, including that 1 LiDAR that's right there, and all the different camera sensors and radar as well.
Definitely, I could see there's a lot more cameras, and you integrate cameras and LiDAR opposed to the people next door. I mean, I do own some Tesla products, so I think it's smart. And I also noticed that you do have parking sensors, which I wish the Cybertruck had, because sometimes it gets kind of, I have to manipulate the cameras to kind of...
Understandable.
Okay, great.
So I talk a lot, and I tend to get on a roll. So if you have questions, feel free to just cut me off at any time.
You're the product expert, so there's nothing
Okay.
that I can get.
Perfect.
Okay.
Follow me around the side. Then you can get in with the smart key feature. As you approach the doors, it opens for you automatically. You can also utilize the Afeela app, and you can press this button right here, which opens the door right up for you. Now, one thing to keep in mind is there are sensors in the door, so they won't open automatically if a person or object is standing there. because it will stop to prevent it from opening automatically. So
Okay.
now I'll have you get into the driver's seat. I will get into the passenger seat. Don't close your door yet. I'll walk you through that. We'll keep going from there.
Okay.
All right, so by utilizing AI and sensing technologies, we want to create a two-way intersection between the vehicle and the user, in which the vehicle proactively gives you information as you drive on the go. I'll have you step down on the brake pedal all the way. As you see that door is closing. Once it closes,
Wow.
you can let go of the brake pedal.
Wow, that's a cool
Hello.
feature.
Welcome to your Afeela experience by Sony Honda Mobility. How's your day going so far?
Great. Oh,
Good, how about you?
Any plans or destinations in mind today?
actually, we're just gonna be staying in store.
That sounds like a relaxing day ahead. Is there anything specific you're looking for at the store, or are you just browsing around?
Hey, Afeela, can you change the theme to something more relaxed?
Okay,
So as you can see, the personal agent can interact with you in a variety of different ways. It can also change the theme, and it can even tell jokes. So it's meant to be there to just assist you while you drive. By changing the theme, you change the interior lighting. You also change the e-motor sound. So let me show you a little bit of that. That's the e-motor sound for the relaxed theme. You can also have a focus theme. Yep, you can roll that window up. Or you can also do things like Fortnite and all types. Also, by utilizing the personal agent, it can curate personalized themes and e-motor sounds for you based off of your preferences. So we'll change it to the original Afeela theme. This vehicle also has 360 spatial audio, giving you a full theater-like experience. Also, you have noise canceling in between the seats, meaning if we're driving together, you want to listen to a podcast, I want to listen to music, it can separate that sound in between the seats because each seat has its own speakers tuned for that person. But if you want to have a 3 or 4 passenger playback option, you can do that as well with the music and have all the speakers synced, so you're all listening to the same thing.
So we talking about speakers. How many speakers are in here?
28 speakers.
28.
There are 28 speakers inside the vehicle.
Wow.
Yep, there are 28 speakers. Now, if you wanted to watch things, you could do that as well. But first, let me show you a little bit of that spatial audio. So, of course, you have a variety of apps to choose from, like Amazon, Spotify. We're going to go to Dolby Atmos. Let's go there. Show you a little bit of the spatial audio. So that's a little bit of that.
Yes.
Outside, we have hybrid side mirrors. So you have standard on the outside, digital on the inside. The digital helps to reduce the blind spot. You also have hybrid rear view mirror options, where you have a digital here, giving you a wider field of vision. You also have standard as well, and that comes with home link. So those are different options that you have for the mirrors. Behind us, we have rear seat entertainment, where you can watch TV, movies, play games, listen to music. You also have that 3 passenger playback option that I mentioned earlier. So if all 3 passengers want to watch or play the same thing, you have the option of watching or playing the same thing inside the vehicle at the same time. Now, I did mention watching. Let's check out Ride View. By looking at the Ride View menu, movies will come up on a screen like this. However, once you start driving, the screen goes to the right-hand side, locks, and becomes a privacy screen or polarizes, not allowing the driver to see what the passengers are watching or playing while the vehicle is in motion, because we have to keep everybody safe. So that's one thing that we're doing. Now, you might be thinking, well, I can see this thing easily right now. That's because the vehicle is not in motion. Once it is, you won't be able to see it. So think of it kind of similar to a heads-up display.
Right.
How only you can see the heads-up display from the driver's seat. Well, only the passengers can see the entertainment screen from the right side of the vehicle while the vehicle is in motion. By utilizing the maps, you have a full screen, and while the vehicle is in motion, it goes to half screen, allowing you to see everything here. I'll pull it up. Let me show you. So if you were driving, you'd have one screen over here, and then you'd have this half. But if you wanted to cancel that out, you can. You also have a 2D, 3D, and satellite view of the maps, making things a little bit easier for your commute. And with our interface of apps, as you can see, we have PlayStation Remote Play, allowing you to connect remotely to your PlayStation 4 or 5, play that live inside the vehicle.
And I like this better because I'm getting older and my eyes aren't what they used to be. And in my Cybertruck, I usually like I have to squint below to see those little apps, and that's one thing I complain about. You know, it's like hair, they're like big, bold, right in your face, so you can't miss it.
So there's two things I want to say about this. One thing is you can customize this in a variety of different ways. So like we have Crunchyroll for the anime fans. We also have Zoom, TikTok. But if you don't use those apps, you can put a variety of other apps on
Right.
there, making it unique to you. And another thing to keep in mind is to piggyback on what you just said. If you don't want to use the touchscreen, so say like you don't want to have to scroll over, because you can scroll if you want to get these closer. If you didn't want to do that, we do have this as well, which you can use physical buttons to control the interface here. And if you don't even want to do that, you can still utilize the personal agent. So there's 3 different ways to do things inside the vehicle, which is helping to keep you focused on the road so that you don't have to look away and swipe or press anything, because we want to make things easy inside the vehicle. Now, I didn't mention the vehicle comes out next year. In case you're wondering, what exactly are we doing here today? Aside from giving in-cabin demos and raising awareness, we also are accepting online reservations. We have something that's called our Reservation Incentive Program. Now, with that program, by making a $200 deposit, is only $200, you not only reserve the vehicle, but it gives you and a +1 exclusive access to award shows like the Grammys. We did things at the Oscars. We also give concert tickets. We did the Fire Aid concert ticket. We just did a private concert with Meghan Trainor. We have many more private concerts coming up. You also get merch throughout the year, and you get first dibs on test drives and all things Afeela related the entire year leading up to you purchasing your vehicle or deciding to get your refund.
How much does this car cost?
The car is $89,000. So it's 2 different trims, the Signature and Origin trim. The Signature trim starts at $89,000, or the Origin trim starts at $89,000. The Signature trim starts at $102,000.
Okay. And I'll tell you guys, the quality in here far surpasses what I drive every day, and I paid $102. So I know it's a truck, but this here, the experience, I know this is what Tesla fans want, so they could remove that mirror here, but you already have it here. You don't have a tiny little screen right here. This is laid out properly. This is what people want. I have some physical controls. I don't have to mess with this here. I have stocks.
And there is one thing I actually forgot to mention, the seating. 70% of the components used in the seating is plant-based and recycled materials, and high-quality fabric neutralizes outdoor odor. So that's another cool thing about the seats. This is a little space here. We keep this to wipe the screens right now. Which I'll do a little wipe of the screens.
So about storage in here, what else we have?
We want to check out the trunk?
Yeah, so we have a glove box.
This does not open currently, with it being our pre-production prototype.
Pre-production.
So there are still some things that aren't opening inside the vehicle.
But I could see the cutout, so there will be a glove box. Okay, let's.
You can open your door pressing the button right there.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
And as you can see, they have a similar interface to what you see in the front of the vehicle. You have the same thing there. That's the personal agent. This is how you can go to the different interfaces of apps. So each person, right now it's not functional for the prototype. Yep. But each person will quintessentially have their own set things in the back seats. That is a manual way to open the door. So we do have 2 different ways to get in, from the outside and the inside. So you can get in the electronic way, and if you want to manually open the doors, you do have those latches inside the vehicle so that you can get out in the event that there's a power failure or anything like that. All right, so one thing I like to say about the trunk space is it's deceivingly spacious. As you can see here, you can't really tell how much space is there. This is an active rear spoiler that flares as you drive, but when you press this button, 27.0 cubic feet of storage space. That's why I say deceivingly spacious.
And that's what I like about Honda. Civics, like they're always a lot bigger on the outside, inside than you think. Like Honda has a way of making a car big on the inside. I like it. All right, what we have down here.
Oh, this is an extra storage space here.
Okay, and I can see that it's P0 tires, so run flat tires, so
We don't have a spare on this.
Currently, no spare.
Okay.
Well, once again, my name was Raisu here at the Century City Shopping Center, showcasing the Afeela 1 at our Afeela 1 studio.
All right, guys, come check it out. You will love it.
The Afeela 1 is all-wheel drive, dual motors, rated at 241 horsepower each for a total combined horsepower of 482. Some speculate that the 0 to 60 will be under 2 seconds. It supports DC to DC fast charging. With a battery capacity of 91 kilowatt hours, you can expect a range of 300 miles.